Hi everyone, Essie here, back with another one. This time we're discussing legacy. So I'm not sure whether it's an age thing. Maybe um, I shouldn't sort of break it down in such a myopic perspective. I don't know. I guess maybe it's a frame of mind. Legacy, what you leave behind. This is something that is really quite heavy on my mind at the moment. What will I be remembered for? And I wonder whether people are thinking this way. I don't know whether it's sort of like the environmental changes. I don't know whether it's everything happening right now, or perhaps it's just that everything has aligned in that manner in my mind, where I'm wondering, when they say my name 60, 70 years from now, what will I be known for? What will I be remembered for? How will people remember me? And so I'm not speaking about death, because your legacy doesn't have to just follow you when you're gone and dead, but perhaps maybe when you're no longer actively working or whatever it is that you're doing, or when you're not around, when you're probably still quite active in your career, but you're not there physically. What will people say? What are those words that will follow your name? A good name is worth more than gold, diamonds, all material things. Your character. What do people remember you for? That's something that is real quite heavy in my mind. What is it? What is it that I leave back? I think people get really focused on all the material things that they want to leave behind. And certainly, if you're from an African background, I only speak about that because that's my background. It's all about what you leave behind for your children. So what mostly quite financially driven, which is fine. It's not a criticism. It's you need to look after your children. You need to look after the people that you care about. That's how we're raised. That's who we are. And I think it's like that from many other cultures, but I can only speak on the one that I grew up with. But I'm talking about more when people think about me. How have I impacted people's lives? Just now, what impact do I have as a human being? Is it a good impact? So I guess this is more of a reflection podcast, and it's a reflection of now, and then it's a further thought of the future. What are the things that I'm doing? How are those aligning in terms of generational benefits as well? So I guess in here I can slide in when people talk about breaking generational curses as well. What am I doing? And I just wondered, does anybody else think that way? This almost feels like something that I should be having a conversation with people and talking about it, which then just really briefly, I want to just say thank you to everybody who had so many different conversations with me about my last podcast, Kill the Boy, Jon Snow. That's the most conversation I've had about any podcast that I've done. So thank you so much. But yes, right back to legacy. What do you leave behind? Not materialistically, you as a person. What would they say about you? What is your footmark? What's your print on this earth? We all know we have a short time. We pray for long life. And certainly everybody listening to this, I pray for long and healthy life for you and your family. Absolutely. I'm not cutting anybody's life down. Neither do I cut mine down. I thank my creator for long life that I know I will have. But long and healthy life, I must say. But it's bigger. Legacy is something big. And in my mind, it's not financial. It's the character. It's what people remember you for. It's what people focus on. It's respect. It's actually, do you know what? If such and such needs this, or they've been there for me, all they have to do is ask, I'm there for them. It's the hearts that you've touched. It's the people that you've fallen in love with, and they're falling in love with you. how do they remember you? Do you know that feeling where somebody came into your life and they touched your heart so deeply, and you may not see them anymore? They may live really far away. Okay, so just continuing on, this is sort of part two to the recording. Bear with me. So just going back to where I left the first part off, which is when we think about um, someone who's done something for us, or somebody who made such an impact, and every time you think about their memory, it's a beautiful memory, and you will never meet anybody else like that, and they don't have to be there with you now. They could be living far away, they may have passed on, or perhaps time and distance. There's so many things that happen in adult life, but you never quite forget that person, and you know that actually for them you would do anything. And when you speak of them, person X, person Y, it brings memories, and you say all these things. They don't necessarily have to be good things, but the good certainly outweighs the bad. Yeah. So I guess the question is, what is legacy for you? What do you want to leave behind? There's no right or wrong answer. This is just my view. Let's talk about it. Okay, bye.